What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So yeah, I want to talk about the pressure that Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua is feeling from their own countrymen. From their own countrymen. And the crazy part about it is, dudes is turning on their own countrymen. You know what I'm saying? Uh Lennox Lewis asked Eddie Hearn on Twitter, via Twitter, he says, now we all saw Lennox Lewis. And if you haven't, Lennox Lewis was with Deontay Wilder at the White House when they were doing the pardon of Jack Johnson. So this was about 2 days ago. Lennox Lewis and Deontay Wilder were together and they were doing a pardon. President Donald Trump was pardoning Jack Johnson. If you don't know the story of that, go check it out. You know, but Lennox Lewis was doing that, and he was with Deontay Wilder. He then took to Twitter and he said to Eddie Hearn, "What's going on in Tokyo?" Eddie Hearn tagged him in something with Tokyo. He says, "Oh, what's going on in Tokyo?" Eddie Hearn told him about a fight that was taking place. Um, Lennox Lewis then said, "Okay, oh, that's great. I love the work you're doing with AJ, but can't wait to see the big fight. And they could only be one." And if you don't know, he's referring to there can only be one undisputed champ. I believe Lennox Lewis was the last undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Um, Daniel Dubois took to before I forget, and somebody came on there and said, "Who you got, champ?" And he kind of stayed neutral, and he said, "I can't call it." Uh, but he wants to see the fight needs to be made. And then we had Daniel Dubois come out and he said, and if you don't know, Daniel Dubois is rumored to have knocked Anthony Joshua out in sparring, or at least knocked him down, dropped him. You know what I'm saying? But when Anthony Joshua talks about getting knocked out or dropped in sparring, he doesn't. He acts like the Daniel Dubois situation never took place, and these are his own countrymen. So I want to say, for all you people out there that like, oh, the dudes over in the States, oh, you guys over, the mates over across the pond. Well, guess what? Now it's the dudes in your own backyard. Now you got to clean up your own backyard because they the ones pushing for the fight now. We already saw Carl Froch come out and say, why wouldn't Anthony Joshua travel over to the States to make that happen? I traveled over there. All the great Brits traveled over to the States. Lennox Lewis also came out and said that Anthony Joshua needs to make that move and come across the pond and make that fight happen. Daniel Dubois picked Deontay Wilder to beat Anthony Joshua, right? Uh, so now you got Lennox Lewis, you got Carl Froch, you got Daniel Dubois. I don't know if Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua have some sort of history or some sort of beef, but yeah, now you're getting the dudes across the pond that's saying this fight needs to take place. Somebody said to Lennox Lewis and via his social media that I don't think this fight is going to happen or happen next, and he actually responded. He said it needs to happen next. That's the fight we all want to see. Everybody wants to see that fight, and that's what the fight that needs to happen next. Now, another thing is, if Alexander Povetkin and Anthony Joshua goes to a purse bid, it's going to force Anthony Joshua to fight over in Russia. So either way, so now we had Anthony Joshua come out and say that he wasn't coming across the pond to fight in the States, right? He refused to come across the pond to fight in the States. Well, now, if he loses the purse bid with Alexander Povetkin, that's going to force him to go over and fight in Russia. So that's going to put him in a position that he's either going to have to drop the belt, the IBF title. So that will put us far away from an undisputed champion once more. Because now, if let's say he was to fight Deontay Wilder, he would be void of the IBF strap, which would not make that a undisputed bout. Because the undisputed bout would mean Anthony Joshua has all the titles except the WBC, which Deontay Wilder holds. But let's say he vacates the IBF title. He vacates the IBF title. Alexander Povetkin will fight somebody in an eliminator or whatever may have you to receive that title. Now let's say Alexander Povetkin receives the IBF title. If Alexander Povetkin receives the IBF title that he vacate, the only person that's going to be able to get that strap would be Tyson Fury, because I don't see Alexander Povetkin doing business with Deontay Wilder. They have a lawsuit. They have a whole drawn out situation going on. So I can't see that fight taking place. So now it puts us in a position where we won't be getting an undisputed champion, all because of this nonsense. Because guess what? At the end of the day, mandatories are trumped. I'll say it again. Mandatories are trumped by unifications. Unification bouts trump mandatories. That's the only thing that trumps mandatories. So if he takes the fight with Deontay Wilder, he doesn't want to come over to the States and make the fight happen. He don't want to take the $50 million, come across and fight Deontay Wilder for the $50 million guaranteed with the 50-50 split. So Deontay Wilder's willing to come over to the UK for 60-40, him taking 40, while Anthony Joshua taking 60. But if he keeps going through this ring around the rosy type of situation, Alexander Povetkin is going to push him to. Alexander Povetkin is not trying to put himself out of position to get that IBF strap. So he's going to keep going hard to get that strap. Now, with him going hard to get that strap means he's going to keep pushing Anthony Joshua to the brink of having to either vacate the IBF title or forcing Anthony Joshua to do something that he claims he don't want to do with Deontay Wilder, and that's travel. He said the UK fans deserve it. My thing is this: why is Eddie Hearn even negotiating with Alexander Povetkin's team when they talk about coming to Russia, when they said they made an offer to Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn that's almost undeniable? Well, why are they even sitting down and talking about going to Russia when he said he won't even come to the States? That the UK fans deserve to have deserve to have him fight in front of his fans, in front of the Brits. Not to mention that he came out and said that he don't want to fight in the States in front of a watered down crowd when he's used to fighting in front of 76 to 90,000 fans. So why is he even having a conversation or a sit down, a meeting, or anything to discuss? Why is that shouldn't even be a topic. It should be well known and well documented. Listen, I'm not coming. Anthony Joshua is not coming over to the States. Over to Russia, because he don't want to leave the UK. So that shouldn't even be on the table whatsoever, because he's refusing to come to the States because he says he's earned the right to fight in front of the Brits. So why is that even an option? Why did Eddie Hearn even say he had a good meeting and that was a topic? That should have never been a topic, because I'm pretty sure that Alexander Povetkin team, yes, they have a lot of money, but I'm pretty sure they're not putting $50 million guaranteed on the table. So what kind of offer could they give him to get him to come to Russia? But now, you get Daniel Dubois, you got Carl Froch, you got Lennox Lewis. Now you get people going on the Lennox Lewis comments now, UK fans bashing him. Oh man, I was a big fan of yours, man. Basically, how dare you? How could you be like this? When he said that Anthony Joshua needs to go to the States and make it happen. When he said that Anthony Joshua needs to fight Deontay Wilder next. He said there could be only one. He said to Eddie Hearn, I like the work you're doing with Anthony Joshua, but we want to see the big fight next, and there could only be one. And y'all know what that means, man. Do I got to define it? It could be only one heavyweight champion, one undisputed champion, and you need to give us the fight that we want to see is Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Daniel Dubois came out and he picked Deontay Wilder to win the fight. Now, I don't know if there's some gripe between him and Anthony Joshua, some sour grapes there, possibly. But Carl Froch already came out and spoke his piece. You know, listen, man. Now, all you dudes over in the UK, now the UK fans who praise Lennox Lewis as their champion, he was an undisputed heavyweight champion at one point. Now you get the fans that defend AJ and defend the nonsense, the lies, and the contradictions, bashing Lennox Lewis. You guys should be ashamed of yourself, man. You guys should really be ashamed of yourself. You know, y'all talk about how we bash our legends when they say that Anthony Joshua shouldn't fight Deontay Wilder next. The Roy Joneses, Mike Tysons, the Teddy Atlases. Y'all talk, oh, look, they bash their own legends. They bash their own legends. Well, what are y'all doing? Now, your legends are saying Anthony Joshua needs to take. Our legends are saying that Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua shouldn't take the fight because they know what's going to happen. Your legends are saying that Anthony Joshua needs to take the fight and needs to go to the UK. So my thing is this, man. Stop bashing y'all legends like y'all tell us, man. You know what I'm saying? But drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about Lennox Lewis comments, Daniel Dubois comments, Carl Froch comments, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Y'all already know what it is. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, get all new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Let me know what y'all think about it. Lennox Lewis comments. Lennox Lewis tells Eddie Hearn, give us the big fight we want to see. There could only be one. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.